Good day children. Today we are going to learn a very interesting topic, that is loops under control structures. So loops, I gave you an introduction about loops when we did our flowchart and program analysis, that if you want to repeat some part of a program again and again till the given number of times or till the given condition is satisfied, we do it with the help of loops. So it means basically to execute block of code multiple times is known as loops. Alright, now here we are going to learn about for loop, while loop, a range function and infinite loop, that is loop forever. Means if you want to your loop to be executed again and again without giving any terminating condition, so we make a infinite loop. Now let us quickly see the mind map of Python program structure. As we all know that it is basically divided into three categories. The first one is sequence. In this we write down the statements. So we write down so many statements and they get them executed one after the another without any selection or without any repetition. Second is selection, as we have done if statement, if else and elif statement, whereby some portion of a program is executed as per the condition, and if the condition is false, another part of a program gets executed. The third category is of loops. Loops means you want to execute certain statements again and again. So under this we are having two types of loop. One is for loop, another is while loop. So we shall be learning both the loops one after another. Now let us see this example whereby you want to print your name 10 times. So what do you think should be the right solution for this? Would you be right to write your print statement 10 times, like print Sonia, or if you want to print your school name 10 times or 50 times? So what do you think? Is it a good idea to write down the print statement 50 times? No, of course not. There should be a provision so that I should be writing print statement only once, but it would be executing 50 times automatically. ठीक है. So for loop gives you a provision through which कि आप print statement को सिर्फ एक बार लिखोगे और वो 50 times automatically execute होगा और आपका स्कूल का नाम 50 times स्क्रीन पर प्रिंट हो जाएगा. ठीक है. So this is a very simple example to understand the concept of loop. Now looping structure, there are certain applications. Children, you see here, if you want to find out the average of numbers again and again, so I need to have loop. Similarly, if you want to enter multiple data entries, ठीक है, 50 बच्चों के नाम मुझे एंटर करने हैं, तो आई विल नॉट बी राइटिंग इनपुट स्टेटमेंट 50 टाइम्स. ठीक है, आई शेल बी डूइंग इट इन सच अ वे सो दैट आई शेल बी राइटिंग इनपुट स्टेटमेंट ओनली वंस, बट इट विल बी एग्जीक्यूटेड 50 टाइम्स. ठीक है, तो मुझे इनपुट स्टेटमेंट को सिर्फ एक बार लिखना है, वो 50 बार मुझसे बच्चों के नाम पूछेगा एंड आई कैन make entries of 50 students by just writing a single or 2-3 lines of code. Next देखो, prompting the user till the correct value is entered. So over here I can prompt the user to enter the valid value. मान लीजिए आप यूज़र से कुछ इनपुट ले रहे हैं and he is giving a wrong input, so you will display him a message to enter a valid value. Again if he enters a wrong value, it will not be accepted. Again it will display a message to the user that he has to enter a valid value. सो यूज़र अपना इनपुट तब तक देता रहेगा जब तक उसका जो इनपुट है वो वैलिड नहीं हो जाता. सो इस टास्क को करने के लिए भी हमें लूप की ज़रूरत पड़ती है. अदरवाइज रिपीटेडली रन सेट ऑफ स्टेटमेंट इफ इट इज़ रेफर्ड टू एज लूप. सो कोई और स्टेटमेंट, ये सब सिंपल एग्जाम्पल्स थे. इसके अलावा भी इफ़ यू वांट टू रिपीट सम पार्ट ऑफ अ प्रोग्राम, सो दैट कैन बी डन विद द हेल्प ऑफ लूप्स. नाउ लेट अस सी द फ्लो चार्ट ऑफ फॉर लूप फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, और this flow chart can works with while loop also. So children, I hope you all remember that condition is given in the rhombus. So condition आपने यहाँ पे दे दिया. If the condition is true, then we shall exit for the loop. And if the condition is false, this particular statement will keep on executing. Again it will go up. From here it will go up. If the condition is true, it will come out of the loop, and if the condition is false, it will come down, and again this portion of a program will execute. After the execution of these statements, again it will go up. It will check for the condition. If the condition is true, it will come out of the loop. If the condition is false, it will again go to this portion and it will execute these statements. So this procedure will go on and on till this condition is not true. जैसे ही condition true हो जाएगा, आपका जो control flow है वो इस condition से बाहर आ जाएगा और loop आपका terminate हो जाएगा. अब इसके अंदर देखो बच्चों, for loop, this is basically the repetition of execution of a block. For loop in Python is used to iterate over a sequence. Okay, अब इसमें आपको एक चीज़ समझनी है that for loop can be used to execute your numeric loop, Numeric loop means you want to execute your loop 10 times, 10, 20 times, 50 times or any number of times till the user wants. First thing. And second thing, आप sequence को read करने के लिए भी for loop को use कर सकते हैं. Sequence you all remember, list, tuple and string. So if you want to read all the elements of a list, I can have for loop. If I want to read all the elements of tuple and string one by one, then I'll have to have a loop. Okay. Then you see it execute a code block fixed number of times. As I told you, numeric loop इसके अंदर मुझे ये बताना है कि मुझे इतनी statements को 10 times execute करना है या 20 times execute करना है. So I have to specify the number of times I want my loop to be executed. Second thing, a code block for each number of collection. Each number of collection means if I want to read a list, if I want to read element by element from tuples, if I want to read a string character by character. So for each member of collection, I can make use of for loop. I shall showing you an example also. And then for making an infinite loop. Okay, there are many situations whereby I want to execute my loop forever. So what are those conditions? We shall be learning all those also. Now see here, syntax of a for loop. Now the syntax is very very important, children. Syntax has to be followed whenever you are writing down any Python statement. So first of all, you see, for is a keyword to write down the for loop. Then variable name. Now variable name, यहाँ पे आप कोई भी identifier ले सकते हैं, a b c x y z I j k, anything can be taken. This variable name is very important here. It is basically a counter that keep tracks of how many number of times your loop has been executed and how many number of times it has to be executed more. कि एक ट्रैक रखने के लिए चाहिए ना, आपको काउंटर की ज़रूरत होती है कि कितनी बार मुझे लूप को चलाना है, कितनी बार चल चुका है और कितनी बार और चलना बाकी है. सो इस चीज़ को ट्रैक करने के लिए हमें एक वेरिएबल की ज़रूरत होती है. सो दैट वेरिएबल कैन बी टेकन एज पर योर विश. देन इन आई होप यू ऑल रिमेंबर, दिस इज़ माई मेंबरशिप ऑपरेटर इन. ठीक है, इन एंड नॉट इन वी डिड, आपको याद होगा. And then range. Range is something new for you. So range is a built-in function that generates a number sequence in between a given range. ठीक है, it generates a sequence of numbers in between a given range. मतलब मुझे अगर 10 to 20 के बीच में नंबर जनरेट करने हैं, so I can specify my range and this function will give me those numbers. Then we write down the body of loop, means statement number 1, 2, 3, as many statement as you want. You can write down within the for loop. There is no as such condition. Then else. Okay, now see children, else is there with the for loop also. If के साथ आपने else किया था, same way we are having else with the for loop also, and this is optional. This is optional. It is not mandatory to write down. Else is always optional, as it was optional in the if statement. The same way here also it is optional. But what is the use of else here? See, this else portion, the else statement will execute in both the cases. First case means if the for loop is executing, let's suppose it is executing 10 times. So 10 times the for loop will be executed. If the condition is getting satisfied, it will enter into the loop and 10 times this body of loop will be executed. Now when the loop will execute 11th time, the condition will false. So when the condition is false, it will go to else part. So else में जो भी आपने statement लिखा है, that will be executed. So this is one of the scenario where else gets executed. In the second scenario, मान लीजिए आपका for loop पहली बार में ही false हो जाता है. So उस केस में भी अगर for loop का condition false हो जाएगा, तो where will it go? It will execute else part. So else is always getting executed whether the condition for loop is getting executed or if it has been executed, अगर वो over हो चुका है execute होने के बाद, then also it will come down to else part. ठीक है? So we shall see some examples also. Else आपका optional है, as I have told you. If it is required as per your program logic, you may write or you can skip it. And let us see how the range function works. A range function is a built-in function, as I told you. Now it generates a sequence of numbers. ये एक sequence generate करता है numbers का. कैसे generate करता है? इसके लिए हमें 3 argument की ज़रूरत होती है. Start, stop and step. Start means कहाँ से range को शुरू करना है. Stop means nth value. And step means by how many values you want to increase it with. ठीक है, 1 step, 2 step, 1 number से increase करना है, second 2 number से increase करना है, 3 number से increase करना है. So that it has to be given. Now see the syntax here. Range, start and stop. step is optional. Okay, start is also optional. ठीक है, so if I do not write the start value, by default it starts from 0. Okay, the value of start is 0 if I do not give, and step is 1. ठीक है, start is by default 0 and step is by default 1. So both of these are optional. If I do not specify them, so it will start from 0 and the step would be, that means the numbers would be increased by 1. Stop is compulsory. Stop value has to be given. अगर आपको 10 तक चलाना है so 10 देना है, 20 तक चलाना है तो 20 देना है. अगर n तक नंबर जनरेट करना है so n का वैल्यू either you can obtain it from the user or I can define it yourself also. N is equal to 20 or 30 or 100 or 1000, whatever. Now let us see an example. For I in range, see this is my numeric loop, as I told you in the beginning that 10 times चलाना है, 20 times चलाना है. So this is my numeric loop. So I'll write down for, then I, j, k, x, y, z, anything can be taken, then in range. For I in range, and then in the bracket I'll specify the start value, stop value and step value. And mind it children, this n is, the range function works till n minus 1. So if the value of n is 10, so the loop will execute till 9 only, because as per the range function syntax, it works till n minus 1. Okay, so you please do remember children, this is very important. So if I write 1 comma 10 comma 2, that means start from 1, go till 10. 10 means 9, it will go till 9, and after every iteration it will increase the step by 2. So if the first value is 1, second value would be 3, next value would be 5 and next value would be 7. After again 9, 7 के बाद 2 का increment होगा, कितना हो जाएगा 9. ठीक है, so 10 execute होना ही नहीं है because as per the syntax it goes till n minus 1. So every time the number is getting generated, it is being accessed by I. So when I say print I within the for loop, so every time a number is getting generated by the range function, it is accessed by I. And when I say print I, so I will print the value 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9. So आपने loop के अंदर एक ही statement को लिखा है, that is print I. So जितनी बार range function एक number को generate कर रहा है वो I के through access हो रहा है, उसी को आप print करते चले जा रहे हैं. So this will be my output using for loop. Okay. Now let me show you the syntax number 2 and then I'll show it to you with the help of example on IDLE. So see here, this is syntax 2 for reading any sequence. So for reading a sequence, how will I write sequence के अंदर? I can take string, I can take tuple, I can take list. Now see the example here. Example L is equals to 1, 2, 4, 8. So I am creating a list. L is equals to 1, 2, 4, 8 within the square bracket. I have created a list. Then for I in L, see what is happening here. For is a keyword, then I need a counter, then I need in operator and then L. This L is the same list I generated in the previous step. So now what is happening here? I will read the first element, that is 1. So the value of I, this is capital I. So for the value of I for the first time is 1, it will print I as 1. Then when next time when the loop will execute, because it will go here again for I in L. So next time I will read the second element, which is 2. So the value print I will print 2 in the next line. Third time again it will go up. I will read the third element in the list, which is 4. So print I will print 4. Next time again it will go up for I in L. So this time I will read the last element, that is 8, and then print I will print 8. Now it will go up again, but it will see that there is nothing left in the list. All the elements has been accessed by this I. So now this time loop will automatically terminate. ठीक है, जैसे ही सारे लिस्ट के एलिमेंट्स खत्म हो जाएंगे, for loop automatically terminate हो जाएगा and nothing will be printed afterwards. Okay, similarly आप इसको list की जगह string भी ले सकते थे. Means if I say str is equals to anything, for example मुझे लेना है kvkp. ठीक है, same loop आपने लिखना है ये वाला. Instead of L, I'll write str, that is the name of a string. Okay, so now if I say for I in str print I, so what will happen? this I will read the first element from the string, that is k, so k will be printed. Next time this I will read the second element of string, which is v, print I will print v on the screen. Third time this I will read the third element of k, third element of the string k, and then the last time this I variable will read the last element of the string, which is p. So this complete string will be accessed with the help of for loop. Now I shall show you an example on the IDLE also. Let me create a new file here. So for I in, I'm giving you example of range as well as list. So range may, now see children, if I write only 10, see what happens. If I say print I, so what do you think what will happen? It will execute the program 9 times, because I have given the stop value, start value is not given, step value is also omitted. So see what happens. Python shall execute. Okay, it will ask me to save my program. For 1, enter. See, it is printing 0 to 9 because start was missing. So if I do not give any value for the start, it starts from 0. Okay. Now let me give you one more example. If I start from 1, 10, अब मुझे अगर 10 को भी प्रिंट करना है, so I know that it works till n-1, so I'll give 1, 11, so that 10 should also be included. And if I write down the step 1, so nothing change would be there because by default the step value is 1. If I say 2, 2, F5 you see, okay, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So you can see children, by writing a simple logic, by making a small change in the range function, we can print different sequence. For example, if I ask you to print the first 10 even numbers, so we all know that even number starts with 2, so I'll give the starting range as 2. Then first 10 even numbers आपको चाहिए, so I give 22. Okay, because I want 22 also be included, and then step is 2. Okay, so press F5. Okay, see 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 and 20. So it is going to print first 10 even numbers. Okay, क्योंकि 2 2 के गैप पे है, so मुझे end range कितना देना होगा, 22. Now similarly I can write down many programs, many variety of programs can be written with the help of for loop. Okay, if I ask you to print your name 10 times, so what will you do? 10 times आपको नाम print करना है, so I'll say 11, and instead of write, I'll write down जो भी आपको print करना है. For example, मुझे India को print करना है 10 times, so I'll write print India. The loop will execute 10 times because range function will generate 10 numbers. ठीक है, और जो भी नंबर जनरेट होगा उतनी बार, मतलब रेंज फंक्शन नंबर जनरेट करता रहेगा और प्रिंट फंक्शन, प्रिंट स्टेटमेंट एग्जीक्यूट होता रहेगा. So if I press F5, see what is happening. It is printing India 10 times. Okay, so whichever statement you want to execute again and again, that has to be written in the for loop. And mind it children, this indentation is very important. Okay, because as soon as I press this colon and I press enter, automatically this indentation gets created by your Python interpreter, because this colon means that I'm going to create a block, and block is always created by giving this indentation. So अगर आपने एग्जाम में इंडेंटेशन, प्रोग्राम में इंडेंटेशन नहीं देंगे तो ये प्रोग्राम विल जनरेट एन एरर. So you have to be very careful as far as the indentation is concerned. This is one of the example. Second example, see. Let me create a list here. Let's say LST is equals to any number So this is my list of 4 numbers. Any 4 numbers I have taken, and now if I want to read all the elements of a list one by one, so I'll write for I in LST. जो भी आपका सीक्वेंस का नाम है वो देना है, and that's it. Print I C. F5 करते हैं इसको, and now you see the output. पहले इंडिया 10 times आएगा, and उसके बाद 1, 12, 34 and 2. See, these were my elements in the list. ठीक है. Similarly, अगर मुझे स्ट्रिंग को रीड करना है कैरेक्टर बाय कैरेक्टर, सो व्हाट विल आई डू? इंस्टेड ऑफ टेकिंग लिस्ट, लेट मी टेक अ स्ट्रिंग हियर, और यहाँ पे मैं स्ट्रिंग को डिक्लेयर कर देती हूँ, लेट्स से इंडिया, एंड यहाँ पे मुझे सीक्वेंस का नाम देना है विच इज़ str इन माई केस, एंड दैट्स इट. सी प्रेस F5. ओके, सी पहले आपका ऊपर वाला लूप एग्जीक्यूट हुआ था जिसने इंडिया को प्रिंट किया था, देन इट प्रिंटेड द लिस्ट ऑफ एलिमेंट्स वन बाय वन, एंड देन इट एक्सेस्ड द इंडिविजुअल एलिमेंट ऑफ अ स्ट्रिंग. पहले आई रीड किया, फिर एन को रीड किया, फिर आई, फिर एन ए. सो इंडिया वन बाय वन, इट आई ने पहले, इस वेरिएबल ने पहले आई को रीड किया, फिर एन को रीड किया, फिर डी एन आई एंड देन ए. सो एक एक एलिमेंट रीड करते करते आपने इसको प्रिंट करते चले गए एंड प्रिंट आई. ठीक है. सो इस केस में फॉर लूप आपका ऑटोमेटिकली टर्मिनेट हो जाता है एज सुन एज योर स्ट्रिंग और लिस्ट और टपल और डिक्शनरी गेट्स ओवर. इसके अंदर हमें टर्मिनेटिंग कंडीशन देने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, जैसे हम लोग रेंज फंक्शन में देते हैं. So this was all about loop, children. A very simple. I hope you have find it easy to understand. Still, if you find any difficulty, you may ask. I shall be posting some questions on the for loop. You please practice as much as possible. Okay. Try to understand the concept. Then do it in your IDLE. Practice as many programs as possible. Like you can write down the table of a given number. You can print. You can find out first 10 even numbers, first 10 odd numbers. You can print any number of sequence that you must have studied in your mathematics. Different kind of series are generated by using the for loops or while loops. Okay. Similarly, if I ask you to print a table of a given number, that can be printed by writing only a simple 3-line statement program. Okay. If I ask you to print first 10 natural numbers, that can be done by using simple range function. Okay. So please go through this video once or twice, and still if you find it difficult, just let me know. Thank you, children.